The other day, someone said that I needed like a plant or something to make my set a little more interesting, so here we go. Some leaks have come out about the iPhone 11. It's definitely gonna be called the iPhone Pro, according to these articles. I don't know anything. I only know what I Google and read on the internet. This article is saying that there's a massive iPhone 11 leak. It confirms 11 new features. So I'll put a link to this article in the description if you want to read it more thoroughly, but here are the 11 things. Number 1, Apple is abandoning its short-lived Roman numerals and changing the name of the 2 top-tier phones to Pro, which completely makes sense because if you follow the naming scheme of all of their other products, Pro is something that is very commonly used and it just makes sense. I feel like their naming conventions sometimes got a little bit confusing anyway, so maybe this will help, maybe it won't, I don't know, but I'm gonna get the phone and that's all that matters to me. This one I really like, the stove top, which is really funny that that's what they're calling this because that's what it does look like. It looks like a freaking stove. I love it so much. Whoever originally came up with that, I'm into the name. But this is cool because it's saying that the cameras will work at the same time. So it'll be capturing 3 pictures at the same time. So every time you take a photo, all those cameras will be firing and taking shots. So if the main camera cuts out a person who was captured in the wide angle, you can add them back in. I think this is great because there's a lot of times that I've always been wanting to shoot both vertical and horizontal videos at the same time. One for Instagram and one for Twitter. So that is something that would be really, really cool if that's actually possible. I mean, it might be possible, I'm not sure. I think honestly anything's possible at this point, and who knows. That brings us to number 3. Video recording has significantly upgraded. The iPhone 11 is now closer to professional video cameras. That's kind of hard to say because a professional video camera, you can swap out lenses. Yes, there are 3 cameras in this, so that would technically give you 3 different camera angles or camera lenses, but I'm here for it. There are so many times that I end up just foregoing bringing a massive camera and just filming things on my iPhone. Because a lot of times I will take a picture with my iPhone and it ends up looking better than my $6,000 camera rig that I would normally be lugging around. Not always, but there are times that you just press that button and you're like, oh, shot on iPhone? Yeah. Number 4, reverse wireless charging, something we've talked about before, so this isn't really that new information, but this is something that I'm excited about, mostly because there are times that I might need to charge something like someone else's phone. I feel like that's what I'm always doing. This is also something that's interesting, a matte finish on the iPhones. I will say that this is the most perfect looking phone I think that Apple has ever made. This gold is perfect, just the sheen, just everything about it. It's so freaking perfect. It says that Apple will retain some traditional glossy finishes as well. We'll see, we don't know. We don't know. These are all just rumors. Even though these rumors look pretty legit to me. Improved shatter resistance, great. I only shattered 1 iPhone this year. I think that's an accomplishment. A new generation of Face ID. So that'll support multiple angles, which is exciting. I wonder if it'll support like over here, really gross under angle. The best part about the new angles is supposedly if your phone is lying flat on a table like this and you unlock it, it'll work. Let's see, I gotta get like this. Unlocked. Water resistance has been dramatically enhanced, so you can keep it underwater for longer than 30 minutes. I know that I've seen tests of people who have submerged it underwater for longer than 30 minutes and it's been fine. I have had a lot of water issues with mine. It spills, dropped it in the bathtub. I always take my phone in the shower. Like, that's weird, but I do. Mostly because I'm usually ordering Postmates and I just want to make sure that they got my order correctly, and if they're on the way, I need to know, I need to towel off. It's a whole thing. Phone and shower. Totally normal in this household. This has been rumored for a while that they were going to do away with 3D touch, so that looks like that's gonna go away, which, I mean, I guess it doesn't really make that much of a difference. I actually really did like the 3D touch. They're gonna be switching to the haptic feedback, which is much like the iPhone XR. So that's kind of interesting. They're gonna be calling the XR 11 and then making the iPhone 11 called the... I need a flowchart. I need a flowchart now. I'm gonna need flashcards to keep all these phones in order. One of the new colors is a green finish. I love it. I freaking love it. You can roast my eyeballs all day long. And the last thing on this list is the A13 chipset. Inside the iPhone 11 range has a new component codenamed AMX or Matrix, which offloads math-heavy tasks. I don't care what it's called. Just do things faster, do things quicker, make my Face ID unlock faster, whatever. Do what you gotta do. I also want better battery life. No big deal. This is something else that I was a little upset about. The biggest emission from the entire iPhone 11 range is 5G. I mean, I think 5G isn't obviously wildly available everywhere, so it does make sense that maybe they're not going to be including in this version, because by 2020, I think that that will be something that is more widely accepted in all carriers. No doubt this iPhone 11 range is looking more impressive than it did just a few weeks ago. But see, here's the thing, we get these leaks, everyone is upset, they're like, this isn't what we want, and then we get more leaks, we're like, cool, this is what we want, I'm really excited, and then we actually have the event, and then we're like, cool, Apple, thanks for giving us all these things that we might not really actually need, but you didn't know that we were wanting it, but you told us that we wanted it, and now I want it even more. So that's classic Apple and Justine relationship. I mean, at least now I have my Apple credit card. So I'll get 3% cash back on everything that I buy, so I might as well just buy everything. Doesn't that make complete financial sense? It doesn't. Don't listen to me. iPhone Pro, new iPad, and 16-inch MacBook Pro. Oh, jeez. Yes. It's crazy that I was just thinking the other day, I'm like, man, I really need a new MacBook. I don't. I absolutely do not. This laptop has been through so much. I want to show you guys my little setup that I have here. It's actually, I don't know, looks really stupid. Looks kind of awful, but I have these little Velcro stickies. I am surprised that it works. And it works very well. But this is my look. So if you ever see somebody in the airport looking like this, might be me. I do need to add another one, I think right here, but this one's a little bit bigger and heavier, so I was a little bit worried about if it would be able to hold the weight of it. So I guess maybe I might put it here, and then we're all good. I am extremely interested in a 16-inch MacBook Pro, although I do feel like for me, this is a pretty good size. I think that, you know, if the weight of it is a little bit heavier, that's something that I'm not gonna be that interested in, because I just wanna try to pare down the amount of things that I travel with. Like basically my whole YouTube channel, my whole entire life, right here. Looks like a mess. Now with the RX 100 Mark 7 and you can have audio input, I think that's gonna be pretty much my go-to camera when I travel. I don't know, it's just getting to be too much. Like I just bring everything. I get to the airport, they detain me for suspicious activity when I just have like 7 cameras and 15 cell phones. I review things on the internet, not drugs, phones. So 16-inch MacBook Pro, I'm interested if it's lighter. God, could you imagine if I had an SD card reader in it? I would lose my mind. Definitely won't hold my breath because I'll be dead if that's the case. So trimming the screen bezel can make the 16-inch MacBook Pro about the same size as the current 15-inch. So it's a pretty smart move, right? Yeah, they haven't had a bigger screen since the 17-inch MacBook. That was in 2012. It feels like just yesterday. Oh my God.
Time's flying so fast. I'm so old, I'm crumbling before your eyes.
That's my dog. He's a cool dude. Well, that's just some of the latest Apple news that I saw. I cannot wait for the event. It's still rumored to be around the 10th. So mark your calendars, get your Apple cards out, and get ready to go shopping. I also did an unboxing with the Apple cards if you want to check that out. Put a link in the description, annotation, and you know what to do. Like, it's not your first time watching a YouTube video. And if it is, and this is your first YouTube video that you're watching ever on YouTube, I'm really sorry. I mean, I guess you picked a great video to watch. You didn't. You didn't. This is like a subpar video. I'll see you guys later. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just gonna get up to make it look like I'm leaving frame. It's like a nice exit.